everyone, it's Linda at Full Wind Studio. Welcome back to the channel and to day one of the 7 Days of Summer collaboration between Cara at Cara Brandon Creations and Julie from Dear Julie. As usual, I will link both ladies' Etsy shops down below in the description box so that if you want to play along with us, you can get a kit and do that. So if you remember from the preview, there are 7 pages in each kit and we're going to use them in turn, 1 page from each kit each day. Let me show you today's pages. So I've printed each of them off twice on 2 different weights of photo mat paper. So this is on 90 GSM, which I think is around £33 in the US. And then I've also printed it again. These are the bits that I've already cut up for tags and journal cards. And I printed that onto a heavier paper, 220 GSM. And I think that's around the £80 mark in the US. And I've also printed a digital paper on the reverse of the heavier weight, which was just a coffee stain. So let me show you the papers. This is Julie's paper for today. These lovely watermelon images and definitions and these lovely little Victorian child illustrations. So that's Julie. And then this is Cara's today. So super tags and a pocket, bits and pieces. And then since I did the preview, Cara has also added a supplemental journal page kit. So I've got a page of that today. So it's watermelons for us today. And let me just show you, that's the coffee stained digital that I found, I think is a freebie that I've printed on the back of some of the pieces. So I'm going to pop these out the way because I don't actually need them at the moment. And let's move on to the bits I've cut out. So I have got all the bits cut out into little pockets. I've also got some butterflies. I've got some labels and tickets and bits and pieces there. I've got some fussy cut birds and I've got some collagey bits just in case. So for now, I think what I need is these, and I'm just going to use these 3 pieces at the moment from Cara's kit. So we've got the 2 tags and we've got this lovely pocket. So I just need to get my trimmer and just score around the sides of the pocket so that I can fold it over and actually make it into a pocket. The way up would be useful, wouldn't it? Okay, get the cutting blade out the way and that looks reasonable. So it's a little bit awkward to see where you are, but if you line up a straight line somewhere, so that's a straight line at the top with where you want to start from, should be good. That's my theory, and I'll kind of do it in reverse this way. Righto. So we will just fold those over, and I'll grab my bone folder. Tuck that in there, I think. Okay, so we have a really nice pocket, and I'm just going to check this. I had a few problems with my printer yesterday, and it was printing all sorts of things the wrong size and whatever, but no, that fits. So I just was checking that before I committed. Okay, so I think what we'll do is a little bit of distress around the edges, if you'll bear with me. I think I've already done the tags, but I just want to do a little bit here. I don't want anything, dramatic, just enough to give us a bit of definition. Okay, that's probably all we need for that. Right, so let's get some birdies out and see which ones we fancy. I think I'm going to put a bird on the pocket and a bird on this tag because I think it would be too much against that watermelon. So let me see. Now he's quite nice. And I'm looking at this and thinking, okay, so the black on here will echo the black here. Because, you know, it's quite easy to make a pocket and then make the tags, and then when you put the two together, it just kind of doesn't work. But I actually think that's okay. And he is also okay, but I think I want him for the tag. Let's just see. I liked the fact that the red head goes with the red flesh of the watermelon. So... No, he's definitely the right one for that one. Let's just have a little fiddle about here. Well, now, I hadn't really thought about him before, but actually... No, I think as we were... Yeah, okay, going to go with those two. And I'll get my glue book and we'll get the birdies. Will we get the birdies on, or will I be sensible? No, I'm going to be a bit more sensible than that. I'm actually going to get some other bits. What other bits I want to put on, because I know that if I don't do that now, I'll regret it. Okay, so I'm more or less covering up that watermelon. Now, this is why I have this to cut out from this weight. So I think what we'll do, I'm just going to take this little one here. Okay, and I'm going to also just check what labels I've got in case I need to cut any out. Aha, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that, and I think I'm going to take this word here, or two words, enjoy today, and possibly use that as my kind of a label. If that was my big head, I apologise. So, possibly, it may not go that well, we'll see. Okay, I'm just going to have a slurp of tea because Mr. Mac kindly brought me some tea. Right, I think I definitely want to put an extra melon on there. I just feel that would finish things off a bit, and also, I can then tuck that branch underneath said melon, possibly. Let's see. No, I want my melon there. Definitely want my melon there. We'll lose a bit of the chap's tail, but that doesn't matter. And I think, you know, I'm going to take a wee bit more of the branch away. I think it's too big. That looks better, doesn't it? Do that and do that. I'm wondering if that isn't too big though. What about that? Decisions when you're collaging. Right, let's do this. Let's make the decision and get on with it. So I'm very amused actually that today is watermelons, because Mr. Mac and I used to live in Cyprus. We met while we were both living and working over there, and watermelons are, you know, a huge thing in Cyprus. And I'm trying to remember, karpouthi. Karpouthi is the Greek for watermelon, and if I've pronounced that wrong, I'm sure someone will correct me. But yeah, karpouthi. And then in the season, these great big trucks full of watermelons come driving around. They come around the housing and with a loudspeaker, Kaputhi, Kaputhi, through the loudspeaker. And everybody goes out to buy their watermelon. And also, when you're travelling to and from work, then in the lay-bys, you will find trucks full of watermelons, and you can stop and just buy your watermelon at the roadside. And the guy cuts it up, he slices it up for you with a big knife, so you can have it there and then. Kind of, it's the equivalent of, you know, like a takeaway. Cyprus star. Anyway, all right, I like him, I like my melon. Jury's still out on this word. Maybe I need the black words. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? And that is enough, actually. Okay. Up there. That's okay. That's just got a pocket. And then it's worth just trying where these things are going to go. This is actually going to be in front of that. So that works nicely, I think. Right, so I'll just hang on to my word, pop it back in my box that I want it in, and let us go on and do this one. So I know I want him. He's lovely. I don't know if I want much more. You know, there's so much wording on this already. Very bright. Needs something, doesn't it? Just, you know, one more thing. How about, if in doubt, stick a ticket on? This is one of the tickets from Cara's ticket kit. And if I did that, then the branch would get tucked neatly underneath that. Yep, let's do that. So you might be wondering what the mess is on the back here. Confession, I did actually stick it onto something else and didn't like it, and I managed to get it off and reuse it. So out there, I think. Okay, chop off the little extra bits that we don't want. And just this little ticket. Oopsie. Straight is always a good thing. So I'm just covering up the end of the branch there, so it's not just floating in midair. It disappears behind the ticket, and that I think is a better look. Okay, so we've got that and that done. We've now got this one, and this does say watermelon, but I kind of almost feel that I'd quite like to put it on again, just I know that sounds silly, but just for the added texture, dimension's the word I'm looking for. And then I thought, I've got various butterflies from various, some of these are from die cuts kits from years, and I do mean years ago. That one or this one? This one. He's too big. I'm going to put him there, I think. And maybe Wait a minute, let's just have another look at these. That might just be a bit too pink. Ah. That's that one, same one. No, as we were, let's stick with the yellow and the pink. Yellow one there. Those two are definite. Yes, like that. Okay. I'm probably going to just need to reach for my wet wipes, I think. So if I put a little bit of distress around this label and then stick it over the original one. Actually, do you know what? This is one that's printed out a wee bit bigger. But it will just make that stand out, won't it? A little bit. Well, I'm hoping it'll make it stand out. Okay, that's cool. Right, I'm just going to reach for my wet wipes because at some point I'm bound to get glue on the fingers. Okay, so let us do my little butterfly. You can go there. And he can go around about there. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now, next thing I want to do is just put my holes in the top of these tags because, sorry, I'm slurping tea. Then we can see where we are. I'm just going to do this and then I'll do a wee bit of collage on the back. So, actually, these dots are making my eye a bit, they're drifting my eye off, so I can't see right about there, I think. Yep. And, you know, it was hugely tempting to try and get that dot as the centre, and it's not in the middle. So I would have had a not in the right place hole. Okay, right there, right. And I have got these little buff reinforcers, so we'll pop those on. Now I've got these. Of course, I've got white ones, and you can change the colour up with a bit of distress ink. And I've also just got a whole reinforcer punch, but it's playing up a wee bit. And actually, I've now read the reviews, and people have said it's not very good. So I kind of wish I'd read the review before I bought it. However, I think I will play around with it. You know, maybe some sandpaper, very fine sandpaper through it, and see what happens. Okay. So the only thing I want to do on the back of these, because they've, you know, got the coffee staining on, but it's a bit plain, yeah. So let's just maybe just treat it to a little bit more of the patterned paper and make some just a tiny strip of collage down the side. Nothing that's going to, you know, take a huge amount away from our writing space if we want to have it, but let's just take the plainness quickly off the back of these. So I am going to, I'm just checking actually that this one has printed. Yeah, let's say I had various problems with printing, so I'm not using my tear ruler because I don't want a straight edge. I want a kind of a jaggy edge here. Probably I'd cut it straight to start with, wouldn't it? Oh, I've torn it. All right, we'll use the other bit, but I'll cut this out straight to start with. Straightish anyway. And while I've got this here, let's just do that. And I will rescue those labels before I lose them as well. Put them in my little box there. Right, as we were. So that's too much now. So I'll just cut this now. It should fit. That's that one. So we've got that little not pretty white edge where I've torn it. So wee bit of distress along there. That's fine. And the book. Oh, quite get that in the right place. Try again. That's us. I wondered about that. Let's do that. Okay. So we've just got a little bit of interest there on the back of that tag now, just taking the plainness away. It's that one. And I'm going to do more or less the same with this one. So let's do it on this side of this one. All right. Oh, bit of distress. Wee bit of distress. Oh, I tore that one better actually, look. Right. Okay. Same again. You know, when I was putting these little reinforcers on, I thought, you know, you'd better maybe wait till you've done the collage on the back. And I thought, oh, that'll be all right. So, yeah, I should have waited, but I've rescued it, so we're okay. That's fine. Trim it up at the bottom here. A little bit around this edge. So that is some very, very simple collaging on the tags. So I think the only other thing we need to do is put a little bit of ribbon through. Like I say, I did pull out just some scraps of things that I thought would do the trick, and I've got some very scrappy yellow ribbon here, but I think we'll use that. think it's just going to fray like mad. Yeah, it is. Whatever I do to it, so I think we're just going to have that slightly frayed look about it, which is fine, of course. Right, so let us do that for now. So all in all, I think that works. Persuade our ribbons to go where we want them. So that is my first pocket and 2 tags done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move on to Julie's kit now and do something with that. So I will put that, I'm bound to lose it, I'll just put it up there. Right, so Julie's kit, here it is. So that's the page, and then I've cut all the bits out. And what I really think I want, I'm going to lose these, I know I am. So just going to put all the tiny bits in there, okay. And the bigger bits here. So I think what I'm going to do this is make another pocket from this journaling card. And the first thing I want to do with this is just round its corners, there and there, and make a little notch in its top. I think around about. Oh, whoa! That's us. Except I meant to do it in the top, not the bottom. Okay, as we were. Fortunately, it wasn't too big. Okay, it's going to be a slightly smaller pocket than originally anticipated, but that's okay too. Right, a notch in the top. I'm not the only one that does things like this, I know I'm not. Right, okay, so we'll have a zoom round with the distress. I've not given you the Scottish weather report today. Well, dull. That's it, really, dull. Not awfully warm. Mr. Mac managed to get the grass cut yesterday, which was amazing because we've had so much rain, we just didn't think it would be possible. Anyway, right, so I'm going to use that, but I'm also going to use, if I can find it. Yeah, sorry, it's at my head. I'm going to use this little card from Cara's kit. So I'll just trim that down a little bit as well and make like a second pocket. And this time I will try and put my wee notch in the top. There. Okay, so that is going to go, well, now I'm thinking about this. Do I want it to go bang in the middle, or do I want it to go slightly to the side? The jury's slightly out on this, and yeah. If I put it in the middle, I'm kind of covering everything up. If I put it there, then we've got a nice little piece to see here, and I do think we might just pop in a little bit of something there. What that something is at the moment, I'm not sure. Hold on. I am just wondering about a little bit of this. This is my idea, you know, if I don't want to use lace, then a bit of doily, do the trick instead. I might do that. Do you know what I need to do? I just need to bring this out. This is the journal page, and I think sometimes it helps just to see something against a page. So if that was going there and there, I don't want that sticking out. It will be too much. So I want it to come this way, I think. I'm going to completely change my mind now. What I'm going to do. How about that? See? If I did that and I popped that over that, that would be work. Okay, that would work. That would work well. So stick that there, and we've got like a little frill. Yep. All right. And see what else we've got. I thought we might try and marry it up a wee bit. See, I've got all these pretty things to put in it, in the pockets, but I want to decorate it up a wee bit. Yeah, quite like that. I think what I'm going to do is commit to getting this down. Onto here, reasonably centrally, hopefully. It would look prettier hanging over the edge, but if it's going to go at the bottom of a page, it might not be very helpful to do that. So I think we're going to do that. Right, now I don't have any art glitter glue at the moment because I've got an absolute ton of this to use up. But once I've used it up, then I think I will treat myself to some art glitter glue, because I have heard from various people that it is the best. But I can get a fairly thin bead with this if it's behaving. And today it's behaving for us, so that's good. Right. I'm just going to get rid of that before I stick something on it that I shouldn't. Okey-dokes. So I've got that, and I've got that. Alrighty. So my idea then is to start popping all these extra bits and pieces into the back and into this pocket, which I thought would be okay. I'm just sort of doing this at the moment just to see. I like the melon, big melon sticking out. Okay, so like that, say. And I'm just doing that so that then when I start decorating here, I'm kind of thinking about the balance. So I do like that butterfly. I think we do need something down the side here though, don't you? And I'm just wondering. Right, if I'm lucky, here's the definition, the watermelon definition. So I thought I'll do it's not very straight. Why don't I maybe even do it at the bottom there? Actually, I like that. Can't cut straight to save my life. Yeah, that works. I'll put a little bit of distress on it just to get it to stand out a wee bit. So Julie's taken a bit from a dictionary page. We've got water lily and watermelon and waterlogged, which is more or less what we are here in Scotland, and watermark. So what about doing that? I actually really like that. I think it needs to come in from there. Okay. So I just wish I could cut it a little bit straighter. It'd be helpful. The wavy look is in this year. That's it. I've decided it's the new fashion in junk journaling, crooked. Right. So line that up along the bottom there. Okay. Maybe now. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. Just looking to see if I've got a different shape of... Ha! He's better, isn't he? Probably a female butterfly, but I don't know. So I shall call it he, in lieu of not knowing. Right. That can definitely go there. And I'm just thinking about, do we need something else? What would happen if we had a scattering of wee butterflies? Yes, do it, Linda. Don't mess about. Do it. You can see I'm hesitating here. I'm just wondering if I couldn't. Could I take one of these extra little tickets and layer it up? Wait that to come off. Oopsie, they're all coming off. I'm going to take a wee bit more off of this so we can still see that writing. I'm just trying to decide whether I'm on the top or the bottom of top, I think. On there. So I did the pocket on the heavier weight card, so it gives us a nice sturdy pocket. Okay, that butterfly is going there. And then this one can go in here. Alrighty, so that's not looking too shabby now if we were to put it there. Is it? And I'm just looking at the time, and of course I'm looking at this. I've got one item left here, and it seems a shame not to use it. Actually, I say I've got one item. I've got this. What else have I got? I think I've got this. And we could put that in as well, couldn't we? Oh, look at that. That's really jolly, as the French would say, très joli. Apologies to any French people watching. I've probably completely and utterly come up with the wrong expression. So that could go in there. We could make that into a kind of a tag, couldn't we? Okay, let's put a hole in that. Quick clear up here. Now it's starting to look super, isn't it? Love it. So will we very quickly find something to do on here? That'll do. That'll do perfectly. I think. Now the butterfly might just be pushing it too far. Oh. Where are my words? See, I start off all organised and it all disintegrates around me into a complete and utter mess. I am hugely tempted to... Oh, that's the card, not the paper. Wait a minute. I've still got all this paper. I've not torn it up. Look at that. I've got lots of things I could tear up. I'm just thinking, if I'm really cunning, I'll get that in again. The watermelon definition. So it will all kind of mix and match. How's that? Quite like that. I'm going for it now. I'm not going to... Hopefully I'm not going to take too long on this. Let's see. I need to put that somewhere safe. Over there. Right. I know what I'm like. You know, I don't know what's happened to me, but in the last, I don't know, month maybe, not much more, I no longer seem to be able to eye things. I used to be able to just, you know, cut straight lines, find the centre of things. I always just eyeballed everything. I don't know, increasing age maybe? I don't know. Who's to say? Right, we've got that and we've got that, and actually I'm not now sure about... Well, maybe. The only other thing I'm wondering... No, I like that. I'm going to, you know, I'm going for it. I'm going to stick with that. How about that? How about that? Just going to shorten the stem on that. Okay, I think that's going to go on there. Yep, it's going. I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. Okay, a little bit of distress around this. You know, I've just remembered, well, not sure how many years ago, 5, 6 possibly, Stampin' Up! Had an ink colour and it was called Watermelon Wonder, and it's that colour exactly. If you've ever been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, basically your life turns into, oh, what colour's your car? Oh, well, it's a sort of orange. Do you mean Cajun craze or pumpkin pie? Oh, it's near a Cajun craze. And it's just daft. But that is kind of how Stampin' Up! Demonstrators carry on. Right. That was a wee aside that you probably, it's more information than you needed to know. Well, we just put a little something on the back of it. I just kind of want to just put a little decoration on the back of this tag. Nothing much. Whoops. It's okay, that's the end I'm cutting off, I think. And I know it's upside down. I'm okay with that. Perfectly okay with that. There are no rules, after all. There are absolutely no rules in this game. Okay, definitely we need another butterfly. It's just a question of what do we want. I think it needs to be the pink one, don't you? Oh, what was the other thing I had? This Republic of South Africa stamp. But I think we're pushing it now. Maybe I'll put it on that. Right. Okay, pop him on there. We just need to distress around the edge of this tag. That's what it's lacking. A wee bit of definition. Right. So I think all that needs is a wee reinforcer. That's okay, isn't it, I think? And what will we put in its top? Maybe should have thought about that before I actually committed to putting in a... Could have put a tag in, a tab, couldn't I? I could have done that. All right. Bit of this, maybe. You all right? This is a whole bit of sari silk. Don't know, I think it's a bit much. I think it might be a bit too much. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it does rather it just takes your eye away, doesn't it? Okay, I think actually for this one I'm going to use something different. Bear with me. Mind changing is allowed. So let me. I've got a little punch that I might use, and I'm wondering. Oh. Go like that. That's too green. Look, a couple of these tickets. Back to back. That's it. Okay, job done. Don't need that punch then. So hopefully it'll cover the hole and it will look fine. Look fine if it was in the middle. Right, I think that works. Yeah, that works. Oh, look, not straight again. What am I like? Righty-ho, so that could go in there. And let's see where we are now. That just leaves me with this. Oh, I know what to do. I haven't got it on. Haven't got it backed on anything, and I'm looking at the time, and I think really we need to kind of get finished. So I was thinking that could go in there like that. Do like that, and I don't have any stamps through with me, but I like that stamp. Rubber stamp is what I meant. I don't have a rubber stamp. I'm just looking to see if I've got another butterfly that could just finish things off on here. Maybe not. Okay, running out of options. I know. Right, I am going to tear this a little up. That is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to kind of tear around her. Do you know what? I might just fussy cut. Let's just quickly fussy cut this. I mean, at first glance, of course, Julie's style is very different to Cara's. And at first glance, you kind of think, how can I marry these up? But they've been very, very clever. And they really do mix and match beautifully. So it's really interesting to be working with these two kits at the same time. I mean, I'm sure everybody mixes and matches kits, up to a point, but okay. What have we got? I put her there? Put her there. I do, I just kind of like it sitting there. I really do. I know it covers up the enjoy today thing, but I like it. I think I've already used enjoy today on something else, haven't I? So I'm not going to feel too guilty about that. So just a little bit straight at this edge here, so let's just tickle that up. Just looking for my doily. See if I've got a little bit more of that doily. Just maybe just give us a little bit of I don't know. Help. I'll do. I'll do it. That in there, that on there. Yeah, that makes a difference. Just needed that little something, didn't it? Okay, and I do have the word summer, which is lovely and bright, that could go there. I also have that. Yeah. Yep, doing it. I'm doing it. Right, I think we are effectively finished. The time is ticking along there, and I think we should tidy up and have a look at where we are. Sweep us up. Okay, so the first thing I made, which I've lost, here we go, is my pocket, and I've got 2 tags in that, so here they are. My birds collage on that, butterflies on that. They've both got that little bit of collaging on the back, and they are going to sit nicely in my pocket like that. Let's just put that there for a minute. Let's just pretend it goes there. And then this one I have got my journaling card, cut a bit smaller than I meant to, made it into a pocket, added all sorts of little bits. I've got all these lovely little pieces of ephemera from Julie's kit, which I probably will round the corners and sort out a bit afterwards, but that's cool. And that's the tag I made to go in that pocket. And we've also got that. So I think I've made a reasonable fist of using everything up. And really the only thing I've added in out of the kit is a couple of fussy cut birds and a couple of die cut, or fussy cut butterflies from my own collection. But other than that, I think that's us. So thank you so very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed me footering about with that, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 2. Bye bye.